40 Days of Power.
On Thursday, the 20th of June, something very momentous is happening. We're starting 40 days of power. It's going to be 40 days of God's glory, of God's power, 40 days of a spiritual activity and encounter with God. It starts from the 20th of June and ends on the 29th of July. And I just want to encourage all of you to be part of this great spiritual adventure. We're going to literally ascend into the throne room of God. We're going to bring our petitions before the Lord. We're going to wait on the Lord. We're going to hear from God. We're going to allow God to speak to us. And this 40 days of power is designed so that you and I can have a moment to set aside for God and for us to engage supernaturally. Although ICGC is the main mover of the 40 days of power, the activity is not just limited to ICGC members. It is for the whole nation and for the global community, for people who join us all over the world and in our great nation, Ghana, to pray with us. In connection with that, we have decided that our churches should also double as prayer centers. So during the 40 days of power, all ICGC assemblies have become prayer centers. That means people can stop by in any of our churches to pray. So if for some reason you are outside of Accra or outside of your city, or in Kumasi or in Takoradi or in Ho or in some of our major cities, and you've gone to some other part of Ghana, you can find a prayer center which will be an ICGC church and go and join the believers in prayer. We want to spend every day in prayer as we fast and pray. To help us get our prayer in focus, we've developed a prayer guide which will give us prayer points for several hours of the day and give us direction as to what to pray about at all times. So that at every point in time, you can be sure that believers who are following in these 40 days of power are engaged in the same focused area of prayer. It's called the prayer of agreement. If two of you shall agree on anything, touching anything here on earth, Jesus said, it will be done by my Father in heaven. So when we all pray on the same topic, we're praying the prayer of agreement. From Monday to Friday, there'll be prayer meetings on the weekdays from 6 o'clock to 7:30 p.m. We encourage each one of you to be part of these prayer engagements. And then on the 5th of July, in all our churches, there's going to be an all-night prayer meeting in our local assemblies. But please remember, from the 20th of June to the 29th of July is 40 days of power. The power of God is invading your life.
40 Days of Power.